there like hitting myself like I cannot calm down. I was like, let's go.
I'm gonna love you long time, yeah, long time.
Hi kings and queens, hi. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Fatumata, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Well, as you can see from the title, we're doing a little mukbang. I've decided to get some Indian food, and I was like, why not do a little mukbang and some story time with you guys, you know? I got this food from Bombay House, like it's really bomb. So I'm gonna just tell you a little quick of what I'm eating. This is some naan bread, and then I got some hot spicy biryani, and then some chicken tikka masala, and then some white rice that they gave me, and then this is like some yogurt. I'm not a big fan of yogurt with rice, so I'm gonna just put that on the floor for now. Okay. Okay. I'm really hungry. Okay guys, so I love eating with my hands, so I'm gonna definitely be eating with my hands. I don't even care who tells me or whatever. I'm gonna use my hand to eat, because why not? But I'm gonna use a spoon to scoop it out. But watch this thing just go in my eyeballs. That was so scary, I'm telling you. Ooh, guys, look at that. Look at that. I like putting my chicken tikka masala on my biryani. Just because. Bismillah. I like. It's got. I love eating with my hands. You just have to wash it before you do. Like wash your hand with soap and water, make sure it's clean. And then dig into your food. The food tastes better like that, I swear. I feel like it's a bit expensive, but whatever. Basically, I'm not doing this to bash anybody. I'm not gonna name anybody. The person in this story is I'm gonna call her Cece. My side of the story, and like obviously she will have a different perspective. It's my first year in college, and I've lived in like this house. The only thing with that house was during summer, you have to leave the house and go live in a different dorm, because the dorm is only for fall, spring, not summer. So I moved to a different dorm. I wanted a single room, but I couldn't get a single room, so I had to share, I think, like an apartment setting. So I was gonna share a kitchen and a living room space with somebody, a girl, but we're gonna have like our own storage, our own bedroom. Okay, and we're gonna share a bathroom too. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to deal with sharing a bathroom or living space with anybody, but you know, I didn't have a choice. So I was like, whatever. Fast forward to moving day. She technically moved before I did, and then I was settling into, and then I found a note on the fridge, and she was like, hi, my name is Cece. In this story, she's Cece, and she was like, blah blah, this is me, and like, yeah, welcome, like, I hope, you know, like good stuff, right? I was like, oh, she's so sweet, you know. All of a sudden, like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna call her racist. I'm not gonna say that she was prejudiced. I think we just were two different people, and we just couldn't live together, but we just met out the whole way. And it's just like, hi, like, you know, and then like her face, like everything is turned. Like the person that wrote me a note on the fridge looked like a different person when I met in real life. Yeah, like it's just like the conversation wasn't flowing, because like when you talk to somebody, you want to make sure like when you ask them questions, they ask you questions, even if they don't, but at least, like, you know, the reaction. It seems like she's an introvert, and I realized that she doesn't like face-to-face conversations. Like, she always writes notes to me. Like, we live together, like she could knock on my door and like we can easily have a conversation. Another day I came, like, she wrote a whole ass note about, okay, I want to do a little introduction to know each other. I was like, okay. I had to write a whole ass paper about myself and what I like to do. I was like, okay, I can do this, like if this is what she wants to do. Things start to be weird because she'll come in, like we were living for a week or whatever, and I was sitting in the living room, right? This girl will come in the living room and would never say hi. Like, just walks in and just stares at me and goes to her room. Like, I feel like maybe she was raised different, but the way I was raised is like when you find somebody in a room, you walked in and found them there, you gotta at least greet them, you gotta say hi. One time I came into the kitchen, I found that my water bottle broke, and then I found her in the kitchen. So I was like, hi, how are you? Like, I was like, oh, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, your water bottle. I was like, girl, it's okay. Like, I don't, you know, it's not a big deal. Okay, I told her it's okay, right? This girl was like, well, if you want me to pay for it, I can pay for it. I didn't tell you, like, you know, like somebody told you it's okay, like you don't have to be like, if you want me to. It's not like I was complaining. If I was complaining, yeah, but I wasn't complaining. Why would you say, if you want me to pay for it, I can pay for it? Like, I thought that was rude. Then it started to get crazy. So I'm always cooking in the kitchen, always. I was frying something in a hurry. I accidentally spilled oil on the stove, and of course when that happens and it gets heated up, you know, it gets smoky and everything, and then it started to smoke. And it's such a small apartment that like the smoke covered like most of the kitchen, and then the smoke, because of smoke alarm, it started to like make noise and shit, and I was like, oh my gosh, started to make noise, thing low-key, you know. All of a sudden, like, she came out and she's like, what happened, and I was like, oh, like, sorry. Like, I just told what I told you guys, like, what happened and stuff. She seemed like, oh my gosh, are you trying to kill us here? But like, she didn't say anything. I don't remember exactly what she said, so I'm not gonna like talk about what I don't remember, right? So she went back to her room, and then all of a sudden, like, my friend like heard her like talk to her, like she was talking to her parents. She called her family. She was just scared, and she talked about how nobody came. Like, she was talking about how with the smoke alarm, even though there was an alarm, nobody came to help. There was nobody who came to check on us and see if there was a fire or whatever. It's not a big deal, but she was overreacting. And like, I don't know, people are raised differently, and like people have different reactions to things. So if you guys think my hand's messy, it's okay, I can wash it later. So the craziest thing and the biggest thing that happened was like the highlight of us staying together. She went to see her family for the weekend. It was just me, and if you know me, you know me, I always lose my keys all the time. So I lost my house keys, and I don't even know how that happened, but I did. So I had to go. So what happens in the dorms, if you lose your keys, they get someone to come in, break in the door, to change the locks, and then give everybody who lives in that house new keys and stuff like that. And apparently they changed the locks for the apartment, and then they just put a note, and they're like, you and your roommate should go to the office and get it. So the office is like a 1 minute to 2 minutes walk from the dorm. Literally, like, it's like behind the dorm, so you can see the building when you're in a dorm. So it's not like I had to go walk a mile. And so I just walked there, went and got my keys, and I asked them, I said, can I take my roommate's key too? She's not here. Can I take her key so she, you know, I can give it to her? They're like, no, she has to sign it and stuff. She has to do it herself. So I was like, okay. So I went. And then the next day in the morning, then I just remembered in the morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to text my roommate and tell her that she has to go to the office and get a key. Like, she can't get in when she comes back. So I said that to myself, and then I started writing. Literally, I was like, let me write. And then that same morning, like, I woke up really late, and like I realized I'm like, oh my gosh, the last shuttle. Gosh, if I miss this shuttle, I'm gonna be really late for my class. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm gonna do this after class. So I just ran out, you know. And with me, my forgetful self, she came the next day, and I was with my friend. Like, we were hanging out, and then we went to eat at the cafeteria. The cafeteria was the same place like I received my keys. So I went, and then we were eating. Like, the second I sat down to eat, like, I got a text message from Cece. She was like, why can't I get into my own apartment? Like, what happened? And I was like, oh my gosh. So I felt bad that like I didn't tell her until she found out by herself. And I honestly felt bad. I was like, wait, that was my bad. But this girl wasn't having it. She was mad. She was like, well, after going from this long journey, like 6 hours in the car driving, I can't even enter my own apartment. Like you didn't even tell me, you didn't even let me know. Like now look, I have to like be outside, now I have to go to the office and get my keys. I was like, okay, calm down. Like I am so sorry. Like I apologize, I know you're tired. Like I'm really sorry that I was being like, I think accountability is important, and I knew that it was my fault. Like I should have told her, like, so she knew, you know, like she should have just passed by the office before she came all the way to the apartment. And I was like, you know, by the end of the day, that was a mistake and I made it. I'm just like, just calm down. Like obviously it's already done. All you can do, I was just trying to tell her how we can move forward. I was like, what you can do is please come to the office and get it. Like if you need me, like I was like, if she needs me to come, like if she needs me to walk there for just a minute and just go get her in until she settles in, then she can go to the office, we can do that. Like I was willing to leave my food and go to her just to let her in, because I knew part of it was my fault, right? And she was yelling, like this girl was just mad, like, yeah, but like she didn't want to hear me. Like it was more like, at this point I'm just like you're not gonna be disrespecting me. Like by the end of the day, it's like, even if I'm wrong, like you can't just be yelling at me. Like I'm not, like you can't, you know. She just kept yelling, and I was like, okay, so what? Like before I even said anything, this girl hang up. She hang up on me. I was like, okay, y'all, people might be like, why are you being annoying? Like she just hang up, but like, woo, she hang up with me. That child, somebody my younger sister age. At that point, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sit, I couldn't. So I was like, I'm not even joking, guys. This was how mad I was. Like my friend was just like, calm down, you'll be fine. He was what I do. Like he knows what I'm capable of, but he was like trying to calm me down. I got up, put my plates away, lost my appetite. I was like, let's go. I need to talk to this girl. I was getting in the apartment. I saw her by the hallway. I was like, well, I was like, did you get your keys? She's like, yes. So that took her like a few minutes to get her keys. And I was like, so why you hang up on me? Like, why you hang up on me? Like, we are adults, and I think we should discuss this as adults instead of you tripping and yelling at me. She was like, yeah, I am tired and stuff. Like, I'm just like, that's no excuse. Even if you're tired, that's no excuse for you to be disrespectful. She was like talking to me, telling me her excuses. I just walked away. Well, next time, don't hang up on me. I just walked, went inside to open the door to get into the apartment. My friend was just standing there like, I guess I'm gonna follow her. Like he just like came in the apartment, and that was how it was. Like that night, she sent me a text message apologizing. She's like, I'm sorry, like I was just tired, that's why I reacted that way. But I'm like, yeah. And then one time, and then after all that, I was like, whatever, like we're cool. Like, but after that, we couldn't be cool anymore. It was more like, it was just weird. The whole time we just had so much weird, like I just couldn't like her. Like we just despised each other after that. But another crazy thing was, so this girl, she shaves in the bathtub. Like she says in the, I don't know if she shaves in the bathtub or her hair sheds. Like I'm not gonna say she shaves in the bathtub because I have no proof, but it's either something, because there's always hair in the bathtub. Just imagine you want to go take a shower, open your curtains, all you see is bunch of hair everywhere, disgusting hair everywhere. Like how are you gonna feel? Like for me, I don't get grossed out by hair, but I think by the end of the day, like if it goes in the drain, it's gonna be another chaos, and I don't want to be the one cleaning someone else's hair. I don't know if it's pubes, I don't know if it's armpit, I don't know if it's from there, but I don't think their hair is just falling like that unless they're sick. But like, even if that's the case, you should clean it out. You should clean it like a normal human being. She leaves hair in the bathtub. You know what I do? I literally have to, before I take a shower, I have to clean that shit. Like before I take a shower, it's either sometimes I'm just like fuck it. Sometimes I just put it all in the drain. Like I don't want her to feel embarrassed if I talk about the hair in the bathtub. So I thought like, you know what? I'ma just rinse this and go take my bath and call it night. But I'm telling you, if this was my hair, it would have been a different story. Second most annoying thing that happened was I noticed something. I was like, it seems like I'm the only one who cleans the bathroom. Like, it seems like every time the bathroom's clean, like I do it a lot, and I'm just like, does this girl even clean the bathroom? Does she even wash the bathroom? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna not clean it and see if she actually cleans the bathroom. And I gave it like a week or something. All of a sudden the bathroom was getting dirty. It's like, let me just be patient and wait. Dude, I waited. The bathroom keeps getting dirty and dirty and dirty, to a point where it was disgusting. And I was like, my mom always says, says this joke about like, if your bathroom is so dirty, you will see germs and worms digging in, and they're gonna just jump in your butt whenever you sit on a dirty toilet. So deep down I'm like, hey, like, what if this gets so dirty to a point where like worms come jumping in my butt? This is what got me mad. I came to the bathroom to pee, and I saw, as I entered, I saw a sticky note on the toilet. A sticky note. I said, okay, sticky note. She wrote me a note. As I came across forward and see the note, she said, the bathroom's dirty, can you please wash the toilet? Chey! She said, can you what? On a note, you want me to wash the toilet that you shit inside? Who gave you the permission to request me? Somebody older than you. One that shall never end though. This girl is crazy. She is crazy. Well, I had to pee because I know I came for a mission. The mission was not to come look at the note. The mission was for me to sit down and pee. That was the mission. I came here to pee. And pee is what I shall do. Okay? So what I do? I just picked up the note, lifted the toilet. I sat down, I peed, wiped, did everything I need to do. I put the note back on the toilet, and I went back to my room in peace. All of a sudden, a few minutes later, I think she was just there timing me. She was waiting. She was like, let me wait and see, let me just wait and see if she cleaned it and listened to me, you know, like, you know, she's my mom, she's about to go check if I cleaned. She wanted a toilet. Apparently, I heard her in the bathroom. Apparently she realized I didn't clean it or whatever, her note's still there. All of a sudden, a few minutes later, I heard noise. I heard her scrubbing in the toilet. She's scrubbing like she was washing the bathroom. I was like, good for you, good for you. And I went to the bathroom and I checked, like, she cleaned it. I was like, wow, so this girl can clean. Well, I just let it be that way. And the same day, she was being petty. Okay, so when we moved in together, we were all like, we can share each other's like pans and kitchen stuff if we want to. And she went to the kitchen, took all her stuff out of the kitchen, her pots, her pans, her spatula. She took everything she had in the kitchen, packed it in her own cupboard. I came to the kitchen, I was like, did we get robbed? I didn't even care. I was like, okay. So she was like, at this point, she's not gonna share. I was like, me, I don't care. Like, I have the stuff you have. Like, we're just friendly enough to be like, we can each use each other's stuff, but like, I don't need her stuff, if that makes sense. Like, she was tripping. Lastly, like, this is the end of the video. When we were moving out, it was move out day. I was happy to leave. Like, I was ready to get out of the house. Like, I was ready to leave. The thing we had to talk about was basically when we have to leave the door, we have to clean it that way we found it. And I was like, I need to talk to this girl. So I texted her. I said, you know, like, we have to move out, but we shared the only thing that we shared was the living room. We hardly sit there. We all sit in our room. So I was like, the only thing that needs cleaning is the kitchen and the bathroom. We need to make sure we clean that before we leave. And I said, there are two places. You're leaving before me, so pick one. Pick the kitchen or the bathroom to clean. Like, we all get a job to do everything. If you pick the kitchen, you scrub everything. You have to clean the whole kitchen. If you pick the bathroom, you have to clean everything, scrub everything. And I asked her, which one do you want to clean? She said, you know, she hates washing bathrooms. Of course, she said, I will clean the kitchen. I said, no problem. No, just keep it in mind when you're cleaning the kitchen, you have to be the microwave, the fridge, the oven. You have to wipe everything. I said, okay. I was like, bathroom, it's fine. In fact, I think the kitchen is even harder than the bathroom. Honestly, the bathroom was small, the kitchen's bigger. So I was like, well, no problem, I'll do what she wants me to do. Then all of a sudden, the day she was moving, I was in class or something, she sent me a text message. She was like, well, I'm not gonna do the scrub the microwave or the oven or whatever. And she was like, because I barely use the microwave. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. I'm telling you. So you didn't use the microwave, you just because you use the microwave less, does that mean you still can't clean it? I didn't say nothing. I was like, she's not gonna hear nothing out of my mouth. Oxygen is not cheap. Me, I'm not gonna just, no, the system is gonna rest today. I came, she did nonsense. She did nonsense. Nothing was the way it's supposed to be. Of course, I don't know what I was expecting. To scrub this bathroom for this guy. I was like, I won't do my part too. No problem. The thing with it, if you don't do your part, they will charge you. And then when they send you an email, you can email them back and tell them what happened. I was like, me, I don't care. I rather she pays. So I packed my stuff, did what I had to do, packed things, left the bathroom, left the kitchen the way it is. I'm just like, at this point, I don't care. So I left the dorm. I left and I got an email a few months later. They were talking about, we're gonna charge you, I don't know how much, I forgot the amount. And they're like, we're gonna charge you that. And I was like, charge me what? So I contacted them. I was like, this is the situation, this is what happened. Like, she didn't do what she gotta do, and that's it. Like, and I didn't get charged. And they were like, oh, well, the other counterpart's gonna get charged. So I don't know, maybe she had another good story to tell them. But for me, as for me, she will get charged. Either she get charged or not charged, it's not my business. That was it with that roommate. I'm telling you, everything was just, it was a headache. I'm telling you, this is not even half of it. But like I said, I'm not telling the story to just be like, oh, she's a bad person. Like, things just happen, and this is what happened between me and her. If you don't like somebody, you're not gonna like anything they do. So she didn't like me, so I didn't like her back. I thought this was gonna be a mukbang. This turned into a talking show. Dun, dun. God, my mango lassi in the fridge. Lassi is just no words. It's so bomb, so bomb. Anyways, guys, we should probably end this video here. Probably. It's supposed to be not just this supposed to be mukbang / story time, but it ended up to be just a story time. So I'm just gonna go eat my food. And food is bomb though. Indian food is bomb. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna just continue watching my show and finish this food. But okay, kings and queens, thanks for watching this video. And like I always say, if you didn't subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post another beautiful video. Until then, stay blessed, stay brave, and stay beautiful. Bye, guys.